Welcome back to Skigi. We're diving into something today that affects all of us on campus. Keeping the learning going no matter what happens.
Exactly. We're talking about things like hurricanes, even snowstorms, or something else that we just don't expect. Think of it like your academic safety net.
Okay, I'm intrigued. So are you saying that there are no more snow days?
Well, not exactly. I mean, more like snow days don't stop learning days. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And that's all thanks to the Tuskegee University Comprehensive Contingency Plan for Instruction Continuity.
Mm.
Our Office of Distance Education and Online Learning, along with the IT team,
Mm.
has put together this plan. It's to make sure that, no matter what happens, learning keeps going seamlessly.
Seamlessly, that's the key word.
Right.
I'm just picturing, professors teaching chemistry experiments through Zoom from their living rooms, maybe wearing their lab coats.
Uh-huh. Maybe not the lab coats, but yeah, you get the idea.
I do.
So the plan really focuses on three main goals: shifting to online instruction without any hiccups, giving everyone the tools they need to be successful, and keeping disruptions to a minimum.
Right.
It's all about making sure everyone feels, supported and prepared no matter if they are the ones teaching or taking a class.
So Tuskegee's prepared for anything. But let's face it, not all faculty are like tech wizards.
Yeah.
So how do we make sure everyone is, good with this transition to online learning?
Well, you're right. Some people are better with technology than others.
Yeah.
That's why we've put together this really great training program for faculty and staff. It's happening November 14th and 15th, so mark your calendars.
Wow. 2 whole days of training. That's a big commitment.
Yeah.
So what are faculty actually going to be learning?
So we have 3 tracks, and they each go into a key area of online instruction. First is LMS proficiency. That's all about, mastering Canvas or online classroom. Think of it as a Canvas boot camp.
So this is where the professors become Canvas ninjas.
You got it. Exactly. They'll learn how to use Canvas. The basics, like navigating the system, creating those good discussions, designing assignments, managing grades, everything.
That's like learning a whole new language, Canvas 101.
Yeah.
But it sounds like it goes beyond just the basics, right?
Absolutely. We even cover all that legal stuff like student privacy under FERPA. We even have training on how to use proctoring tools for exams, to keep things fair.
Wow, that is really comprehensive.
Yeah.
Okay, so Canvas is covered. What about that other key part of online teaching, video conferencing? Where do Zoom and Microsoft Teams come in?
Good question. Our second training track is all about mastering those platforms. We actually have sessions for Zoom and Teams happening at the same time, so faculty can pick which one they like best.
I like choices. So I'm a Zoom fan, but what can faculty do with Teams that's beyond a normal video call? What makes it good for a university?
So Teams is really great for working together, sharing files, having discussions in the chat, even having different channels for different project groups. It's almost like having a virtual campus that keeps everyone connected, even when they aren't in the same place.
I see. So that makes a lot of sense, especially thinking about how important that sense of community is to Tuskegee.
Right.
But what about faculty who like to record their lectures ahead of time?
Oh, yeah.
Is there support for that as well?
Of course, there's a session for Studio.
Yeah.
It's this tool that lets instructors create these high-quality videos. It's perfect for people who like that flipped classroom style. Students can watch the lectures whenever they want, then they can come to class ready to talk about what they learned.
That's great for, visual learners
Yeah,
or anyone who wants to go back and review.
exactly.
Okay, but for those live sessions, how do we make sure that students aren't just passively watching? How do we keep them engaged?
That's important. We cover that too. There's a session on how to manage attendance and keep people participating during live online classes. We talk about things like polls, breakout rooms, and just, techniques to keep discussions going. It's all about making sure students are involved, even when they aren't right there in the classroom. And we can't forget about our science faculty. There's a session just for them on using simulation tools for labs like PHE and Jove, so no beakers needed.
Whoa, virtual labs. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So it sounds like this training really covers everything, from the tech tools to the actual teaching strategies.
Yeah.
But what about, the other half of the equation?
Mm.
The students, how do we make sure that they are ready for this online learning world?
You're right. Students being prepared is really important, and that's exactly why we have training sessions specifically for them. They'll be November 19th and 20th.
That makes sense. I mean, they need to know how to use Canvas and all these tools,
Yes.
just like the faculty,
Yeah,
right?
for sure. Their training is going to look a lot like the faculty training. Right.
They'll get to actually practice using Canvas, learn to submit assignments, participate in those online discussions, and communicate well with their instructors and classmates. It's all about setting them up for success.
I see. Yeah, that foundation is really important. But, learning online has its own challenges.
True.
So, are there any sessions that, address time management or, even just troubleshooting tech issues?
Absolutely. So we know time management can be tough when you're learning online. So we have a whole session dedicated to helping students stay organized and on track.
Okay.
And of course, we're here to help if they have tech problems.
Right.
There's a session on how to fix common LMS problems
Yeah.
because nobody wants to miss a deadline because of a tech glitch.
Right. And speaking of tech glitches, I've been there.
Oh, we've all been there.
So it's good to know that students will have support for that. But what about, after those training sessions are over, what happens if someone has a question in the middle of the semester? Well, the support doesn't end there. We offer on-demand training and these drop-in sessions for both faculty and students, and those start November 22nd.
Oh, okay.
So, whether it's a quick question about Canvas or needing a Zoom refresher or just needing some guidance on online teaching and learning, our ODUL team is here to help.
It sounds like a virtual help desk just for online learning.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We want everyone to feel confident and supported throughout the whole thing. This plan isn't just about Tuskegee being ready. It's about all of us owning our part in making it work.
Yeah, I like that. It's like, individual responsibility, but with support from the university. It sounds like Tuskegee is really going above and beyond to make this a success. But let's get real. What does all this mean for our listeners? How can they make this plan work?
Yeah, that's the big question. It all starts with being proactive. Take advantage of the training, get familiar with all the resources, and don't be afraid to ask for help when you need it.
Right.
Think about what you need and how you can use the support that's there. Are you comfortable with Canvas? Do you need a Zoom refresher? Are there any specific challenges you think you might face with online learning?
Yeah. It's all about taking charge of your learning, whether you're a student or faculty. This plan provides the tools and support, but it's up to each of us to use them.
That's it. And remember, this plan is a team effort. We're all in this together as a Tuskegee family. By working together, supporting each other, and really embracing this new way of learning, we can make sure that Tuskegee continues to be this vibrant place of knowledge and discovery no matter what happens.
Yeah, it really is about us all coming together as a Tuskegee family. This isn't just about checking things off a list.
Right.
It's about being able to adapt and supporting each other when things change.
Exactly. And you know what makes Tuskegee so special? It's that sense of community.
Yeah.
We face these challenges together, head on. This plan is about more than just the technology. It's about giving everyone in our community the power to succeed in any learning environment.
So how can we, as members of this community, help create that kind of supportive environment? What can we do besides the training?
Well, it can be as simple as just checking in on your colleagues and classmates, offering to help if someone's having tech issues or sharing tips and resources.
Right.
We're all on this learning journey together, and just little kindness and support can make a big difference.
That's a good point. Even online, we can still build those connections and that sense of belonging that makes Tuskegee unique.
Absolutely. And if you're feeling lost or overwhelmed, remember you're not alone.
Right.
The ODELL team is here to help you every step of the way. You can find more information about the plan, the training schedule, and all the resources on the ODEOL website.
That's a great reminder. Don't be afraid to reach out for help. We're all learning and growing as a community.
That's right.
This deep dive has been really helpful. I feel a lot more prepared and honestly even a little excited about what this plan means for Tuskegee.
Me too. It's a chance for us to not only keep up our high academic standards, but also to make those bonds that make us Tuskegee strong even stronger.
So to all our listeners out there, let's embrace this plan. Let's support each other, and let's show everyone what it means to be a truly resilient learning community. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the future of learning at Tuskegee.
Thanks, everyone.